Hope everybody's doing good. Happy New Year. Today I'm tying up the Kinky Muddler. In the description, um, gives a little bit more information, but basically, this fly was designed by Jonny King. Been proven to be very effective in both fresh and salt water. It imitates a bait fish, and the deceiver is more like this. This is kind of like a 3D bait fish. And what's really cool about this is these feathers, the way you lay them on, you instead of laying them like praying hands or flat wing style, you tie them in kind of like a tent style on top, and it creates like a little ridge, but it also creates this little crevasse, if you will, or trough that the water goes through because the front of the fly pushes water and it makes it go through here, which creates action in the back here. Really good fish. Um, you can tie it into multiple, different colors. Sky's the limit, really. Hey, what's happening, Yosh? How you doing, brother? Happy New Year. But yeah, so without further ado, um, show you the Villagrands. Happy New Year. So these are the materials. Have them kind of cut out already, but I'll tell you as I use them what I'm using and all that good stuff. All right, let's fix this. There we go. All right, so I'm using Jonny King uses real bucktail. I'm using full bucktail. This is more of a prop so that these feathers um, won't foul. So I use this. I'm using the Flysmith 105 denier GSP thread in blue. Get this out of the way and get started here. Good to see you guys. Hey, what's happening, Spirit Fly? Tying up a Kinky Muddler. As you can see, you see how it has that little like trough in there, and it traps the water, which creates it not traps it, but it funnels it through there, and it creates that action. Happy New Year! Happy New Year, Remington. Thanks for stopping in, brother. All right. Bring it right back to the little bit into the curve because I'm using a I'm sorry, 2/0 dual hook. Just gives a nice little look there. Then before I do anything, because this is GSP, it's kind of slick around that hook, so I'm going to put some super glue on it. Because my flies, thank you, sir. I make sure that they're tough and rugged for salt water. We got a lot of toothy creatures here. Not much, just a little bit. Take my little brush. Alrighty. This fly is going to be about 4 inches long. So, like I said, get a nice little hank, not too much, but nice little hank of this synthetic faux bucktail here. Like I said, it's more to support the feathers from fouling. About right there. Put a little bit of a taper in there. Low 30s. Whew. That's cold. Two loose wraps. Kind of pull it a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and spin it around. Make sure it gets all the way around the hook here. And of course, GSP and nylon is very slippery. However, not that slippery. All right. So that's pretty much your prop for your tail feathers. And like I said, the secret to this fly, the reason why it works so well is because the feathers are tented. They're not like this, and they're not straight coming together. They're more at a 45 like this. So go ahead, tie your first one. You don't have to put very much, because if you cinch down on it, it's not going to do what you want it to do. Just a couple of nice loose wraps. Hold it in place like so. Don't worry about all this stuff because you're going to cut it off anyway. And messes up, go ahead, do it again. It's okay. And the schloppen that I'm using airline schloppen. Really, really not such good stuff, but it's okay. All right. So there's those two. Then I'm going to come in with a lighter blue. Little bit shorter than what's in there, but same thing. Loose wraps. Tie it in at a 45 because you want that tent look. And it can be tricky because, as you can see, but trust the process because it comes out in the end. Last but not least, and then of course these are kind of in my way, so I'm going to cut them out of the way. without moving them too much. All right. Last but not least, dark blue. Once again, just loose wraps. 1, 2. Just the weight of the bobbin is holding that thread in place. Like so. Now, once I know that I'm right where I want everything, another way to prop this up, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring it and cinch it down, get it nice and tight, right where I want them, like so. About like that. That's fine. Looks like a mess. Trust the process. You got to play with them. Play with them. It's okay. Until you get them right where you want them. Come in, clip all this stuff away. Don't worry about the mess. It's going to be covered with all the fibers. All right. Come under. That just props things up a little bit to ensure no fouling. Then I'm going to come in with my flow resin, really, really thin, and secure all that in. Like I said, you get a fly from me, it's going to be strongly built. Because last thing I want is for you to throw that fly out there and it get torn apart in 1 or 2 cracks. Let that soak in a little bit. That's why I like the flow resin. Get it right where I want it, nice and set, and boom. Just like that, all propped up. If you don't smash the like button next time. Hey, Ruben, how's it going? Happy New Year, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. All right, so now that's basically the tail section. Lots of action. Don't have to worry about it fouling on you. I like to start on the bottom. Jonny King uses Kinky fiber, which is a brand trade name, and I'm not using Kinky fiber. I'm using fiber that looks like Kinky fibers. That's why he calls it the Kinky Muddler. But anyway, that's what it looks like. I'm going to start off on the bottom. As you can see, sparse. You don't need a whole lot. This is about maybe quarter of a pencil, somewhere around there. I'm going to tie this in a V tie. Because this is the back, this is the tail. Now we're going to do the body and the head. And you tie it in a V tie because, once again, that creates the shoulders, right? V tie being 45 degrees, like so, right? Pull it back. I'm not even cinching down hard on the thread. Don't worry about the little bump there. It's all going to get covered, just like so. Come in and do the top. I have another blend here. This is Squimpish hair and Squimpish hair and some flash. Looks like Kinky fibers, but it's not. Light blue, dark blue. Here's the dark blue. Here's the light blue. And then I use blue hair tinsel for flash. Stuff is amazing. Looks like 30 of you getting skunked for a while. Right. 45 degrees. Right. V tie. Bring it around. Nice. Boom. It'll do that sometimes on you. Like I said, don't worry about these little things, these little buttons in the front here. You just push it down like so. Trust the process. Make sure it's right where you want it. Right? Half and half. Same thing. And then I'm going to come with the flow resin. You don't have to. I like to because I like to make it strong. Like that. Come in on the bottom again. It looks like an electrified mess. I know. Trust the process. V tie. And try it again. Two. One, two. There you go. And as you can see, it kind of wrapped around a little bit. So you just bring it back. Not hard. It has a mind of its own, especially with the GSP. But I like the GSP because it's strong. These toothy critters are toothy. All right. I said, don't worry about this. These bumps, they all get covered up. Don't be afraid to come in and tie it down. That's only because I'm using GSP. Jonny King makes it look so easy because he uses mono. So you see I kind of got a little thickness back here, right? This is the shoulders. Now I'm coming up to the head. 45 degree. 1, 2. Come around. 1, 2, 3. Come on the top. Ewas, Happy New Year. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Looks like an electrified mess. That's how it's supposed to look. Trim it up on this thing. So, see that little nub there? That's okay. All right. This is the last cross tie that I'm doing on the bottom. Hey, Flying Cheese. Welcome in. Happy New Year. All right. So that pretty much got our head in place. Well, I should say the body in place. Now we're going to do the head. A little different. We're not going to do the cross ties. It's going to be almost like Bob Popovic style. Kind of fold it back on itself. Let me get a little bit more here. And it looks like I'm crowding the hook eye, and I am. There's a reason why, and I'll show you. So I'm trying to make this fly so it pushes a lot of water in the front. So it will channel through the back in the tail section. Right. All right. And as you can see, there's some blank spots here, and this is where I do my gills. And give it the appearance of a bleeding fish. And yeah. Take some red. Not much, just a little bit. You want the illusion of an injured fish. I'll come in here. One, two, right in the middle. Cut the excess. Do the same on the other side. No. It's gonna be this one, Ewas. It's a Kinky Muddler. Make sure you got your coverage right where you want it. Okay. Some people use a pen. I like to use a old spool, thread spool. We'll cut this off. I don't really need this. I'm going to be shaving it anyway. Okay. So there we go. Take this bad boy and you stick it in here like this, and you can really splay out those fibers where you want them, like so. And as you can see, it looks like there is no room whatsoever in the front here. Get everything back. Right? My hook eye is crowded. I'm going to build a little thread dam to hold it all back. And of course, when you build a thread dam, things are going to avalanche, so you always want to come forward and come back. Come forward. And I like the way this is sitting already, so I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to put my whip finish on. Hope everybody's had a great new year. Good celebration with your family and stuff. Hope everybody is well. Hey, if you guys don't mind sending up a little prayer for our brother Brian, having some health issues. All right. So there we all have an electrified mess. That is a horrible looking fly right now. Seal everything in with a little bit of flow resin. You can use varnish. You can use whatever you want. Thanks, Remington. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. All right. So now I'll come in with my brush, brush everything out before I trim. Now the trick to these is all in the trim job, really, because as you can see, it's a mess. But I don't know if you can see, there's like that little channel in the bottom there. And that makes this tail work. But anyway, here's the trim. The first thing you do, you're going to kind of trim almost in a V or a triangle. So you hold the fly like so, push down. Use your thumb as the round side of your thumb here as your guide. Because all this fiber, half of it's going to be gone. See, pinch it. Okay, I like that. Go ahead and start trimming it up. Now, you don't want to try and do it all in one shot. Less is more, because the last thing you want to do is trim too much off. All right. Now, since I have it like that, now I'm going to turn it sideways and do the exact same thing. Pinch it, follow my thumb as a guide. Okay, same thing on the other side here, pinch it. All right. And as you can see, it's getting more and more like a bait fish. And now, all right, well, okay, a little bit thick here, so I'm going to come on the sides here, get my profile. You can also put a marabou collar on this before you start tying in your V ties. Puts a lot more, puts some action back here, some flow. And of course, you need good scissors to do this. Highly recommend the Fly Smith scissors. I've had these scissors, I don't know, almost a year. I've cut, I don't know how many flies. Still razor sharp. All right. That's the gist of it. Dalton, what's happening, Dalton? No bites, casting jigs, flies, and even live bait. Fish are being finicky. Huh. All right. So now, looks a lot better. I'm not done yet. Now to get the head the way I want it, I'm going to hold my scissors kind of at a 45. Use the rotary. and go right around like so. Kind of like how you would trim a bass bug. With the razor blade, you want to kind of mimic the same thing. And I can see, oh, well, there's way too much back here. Once you get it to this stage, you can really come in and be careful because you can spend hours on these. All right. Now you can come in from the back and say, oh man, yeah, there's way too much there. Oh. Don't mind my dog. One of the other dogs is in heat, and he's deaf. He's an old man. All right, there we go. Much better. I like that. There we go. Darkness in world, all the darkness in world tests, but we can love again. Yes, sir. How you doing, Ron? Happy New Year, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. Just got done tying up this muddler. Now we're gonna put the eyeballs on, but much better as you can see. It's not 100%, but once I put the eyeballs on, then I'll come in and fix everything up the way I want it. Like that. There we go. Now I use regular 3D dome eyes, and for this application, I will be using E6000. I find this stuff works really good. Takes a little while to completely dry, but keeps those eyeballs on there. Dabble, do you? That's one. Music. Yeah. Try not to get it all over the place. pinch it together. Double check. Yeah, I like that. All right, and of course, you wait until the eyes dry and then come back in and trim up whatever you think needs to be trimmed. Like so. And there you have the Kinky Muddler. I'll show you what it looks like wet. This one's already been done. So all those feathers in the tail end up doing that. You see that action? That's what that channel in the bottom of it does. See how it's like hollow? And that thing will make the water make that thing just action. So that is the Kinky Muddler, my friends. Thank you so much for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends I said Happy New Year. I thank all of you for stopping by. I hope you all have a great, wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves. Ahui ho, malamapono, kea koa pu, and haole makahiki ho. That's Happy New Year. Take care.